Oh, well, hey there, old sport. So you want to learn about Bitcoin, huh? I got you. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this video. I'm gonna put you on game real quick. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Frankie T, and today we're gonna be talking about the new Bitcoin-based ETF that is going to be rolled out today. Today is Tuesday. At the time of me recording this video, Bitcoin is it's at almost all-time highs at $61,000 right now. It is going crazy, and now it's a chance for people to get exposed to this ETF. But I want to highlight a couple of things here about this ETF that is a little different that I just wanted to bring to you guys. So essentially, there are two types of ETFs. There are the physical based ETFs, and there are the futures based ETFs. Lost my train of thought there. So the physical based ETFs is essentially an ETF where the holdings in that ETF you are holding, it's being tracked based off of the supply and demand and whatnot that's there, and the price is being tracked thereof in that manner. Whereas in a futures-based ETF, it's a little bit different. The futures-based ETF, say for Bitcoin in this example, it won't necessarily track Bitcoin. It kind of will move with it, but not as you would think it would. And that's just because of the fact that in a futures-based ETF, it's essentially like trading options in the stock market where you have the right to buy a commodity or a security at a specific time with a specific price on that time you want to buy it. So for example, say you want to buy Bitcoin at $70,000 next month. You have the right to buy that asset, $70,000 Bitcoin, November 25th next month. That's the futures-based contract. So that's kind of how it works. It's a little bit confusing, but essentially with the futures-based contract, it is more tailored towards like trading. It's a form of trading. Just like I said, it's like options. So if you're like a long-term holder, it probably won't be the best thing for you because you're not really trying to expose yourself to Bitcoin itself. If you're somebody that wants to hold Bitcoin itself, you would want to go for the physical-based ETF or just buying Bitcoin directly, and having it in your wallet. So those are the two main differences. I think most people think it's just going to be like a physical-based ETF, like, oil, like US oil or, gold or something, some gold. So, that's one of the differences that I just wanted to kind of make sure to let you guys know of. But with one of these here, these are some of the catalysts that I'm thinking that Bitcoin is going to go to 100K, maybe even possibly 500K. So the first thing is because of inflation. So 2020, in my previous videos, I've always mentioned that the Fed has been buying up mortgage-backed securities, bonds to keep the interest rates low, 120 billion per month since 2020. So that's a lot of money that was being printed to buy up and prop up everything. You see asset prices are at its all-time highs. You see the S&P 500 hitting all-time highs. There was so much uncertainty in 2020. We had the elections, the supposed alleged fraud that was in the elections. We had the pandemic and whatnot, and it's still a thing right now. So when times like these happen where there's so much uncertainty, US and China, now we're probably even having supply chain shortages, people tend to put their money towards like the US dollar because it's the global reserve currency of the world. Most transactions are done in US dollars, so that's going to make the dollar stronger. So people will put assets towards the dollars. The Japanese yen, the Swiss franc are currencies that, tend to go up during times of uncertainty. And then as well, when it comes to commodities, things like oil, inflation, oil goes up. Gold tends to be something that's seen as a safe haven as well, where investors will buy assets in gold to hold that, since it has physical, tangible value that you can go and, do what you want with it. And so lately, as Bitcoin started to really pop off last year, going into this year as well, where January it peaked at $60,000 before it dropping to around $30,000, and it came back. Now it's at 61, I believe, at the time of me recording this video. I mean, it's a lot of money being moved into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is now being seen as that safe haven asset. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like Bitcoin, you know, the returns are astronomical. I mean, most people now, they see Bitcoin like, you know, last year it was only like $10,000 or so. Went up 6 times that value, and this year, the year's not even over, and it's sitting, like I said, at $62,000. So, you know, that's one of the main things that I mentioned. And then the index futures, like I said, with this one, you know, being made, this index future for people to invest in or trade with, you know, that's going to bring more notice into Bitcoin and whatnot. Thirdly, as I've mentioned in my channel previous times, is El Salvador. So if guys don't already know, Bitcoin is different from most of these it's different from all of these cryptocurrencies, and it's the simple fact that it is the only cryptocurrency that is literally legal tender. It is a national currency. It's not just a cryptocurrency. Don't forget, that got accepted in El Salvador. It is legal tender. You can use that to pay down debt. You can use that. That is a national currency down there in El Salvador. And, you know, the economy, as Bitcoin goes up, that's going to make things good for El Salvador. And, you know, as we see more crypto miners and whatnot wanting to go there because of the benefits that they'll get for being in El Salvador, it's, you know, if this goes well for that country, this can spark across, you know, the world, you know, but people wanting to use cryptocurrency as a way to go with transaction and whatnot. And who knows, you know, that's like speculation and whatnot, and some people don't believe that will happen. But I mean, we all know fiat is flawed. There's some flaws to it. The money printing is crazy. So, you know, we don't know. We'll see what happens. But I mean, you know, it can have some very good uses. Maybe Dogecoin, you may be able to get Dogecoin to be a national currency somewhere. You know, so, you know, these are just some of the few things I just wanted to mention on why I feel like Bitcoin can be going to 100K. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just, you know, putting my input as to what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin and where it's going, and just kind of giving my ideas to you guys. And, you know, again, I'm just a random guy on YouTube, so, you know, just do your information, do your research. You know, if Bitcoin is something that you've always wanted to get into but not want to really hold or have to secure your wallet, this is a good way to get in with the Bitcoin, you know, futures based ETF, and try to see, you know, if you can make some profit or money off of that. Or if you just want to go ahead and just buy Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin. Now, I do think that, you know, when it comes to news like this, just like what happened in El Salvador, where, you know, when they made it legal tender in that country, it dropped. I do expect the same thing with this Bitcoin, because everybody's going to be looking at this for a spike to go up. But oftentimes when the market knows of things like this, things start to tank. Things will tank for a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if this drops to like 50,000 or something. And I would recommend, if you want to buy, you know, buy there. You know, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so this is just what I'm telling you, what I'm thinking of doing. So, you know, just take it as you go. The only thing I also wanted to mention too as well is that the caveat is, again, it's short term. It's probably more based for short term because it's like trading options. If you're looking to just hodl, you know, you just buy Bitcoin or whatnot and see what goes from there. You know, so just kind of keep that in mind as you go. And then cryptocurrency is very, very volatile. You know, Bitcoin can really tank if it wants to overnight, $20,000-$30,000. And, you know, it's done it before. So just kind of keep that in mind as you go. So if you can't handle losing money, lots of money, or not having diamond hands, diamond hands, you know, you need to, when investing in something like Bitcoin, have a lot of mental toughness, that Mamba mentality. So, you know, just, you know, understand that a lot of movements can happen when it comes to Bitcoin. But I just wanted to make this quick video when it came to this. You know, a lot of catalysts coming with Bitcoin. And, you know, I hope to see, you know, this thing maybe make some big changes in the world, you know, because crypto is increasingly becoming a more popular topic as time goes by. And it's a crazy time that we're living in. So, you know, if this is, you know, something that, you know, you were interested in getting into, I'd very much consider this as to be a good time to. But, you know, I'm not gonna keep this long. I'm Frankie T, so if you're new here, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, if you are wondering, you know, if you have a question or something you want to ask here, or, you know, there's some kind of content that you want to see here, you know, let me know down below. You know, if you're gonna invest in Bitcoin, you know, you can also let me know down below. And I appreciate all the likes. You know, we're at 38 subscribers, planning to get to that 50 subscribers. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
2 times.
Hey, T-Mills, hey, I need that guap in my hand. 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 I need that guap in my hand.